correct. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with their opponents. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Coming.
Sunday. Woo! Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. No. Off. Check.
Throwing is Wentz. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Wentz going to give this to Taylor, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Go. 280. Mike 39. Kill. Let's go. We got this.
Wentz now to throw.
Come off the ball hard.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Great 15. 280.
Jam him.
Now Wentz.
Under crunch.
Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. To the right side, this is Taylor.
Here we go.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play action. It's Tannehill. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Tight end's right. You got three. Three down.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Second down, another run with Taylor. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
On the ball.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Let's go, baby. We need turnover. Let's get that ball.
Now Wentz.
Watch out.
Check. Check hot route.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
We got 3. We got deep, 3.
Here's Tannehill. Escaping the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
This side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. Alert. Alert. 3 down. 3 down. Sponge. 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 Let's go.
They snap it to Tannehill. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Off play action, Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Coltsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half, it's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he's got room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 148 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run here with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now a give to Taylor. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Tyreek Hill on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Golden Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Check. Lucky. Switch. Check. Let's 5-2. Wide. Get wide. Check 26. Hey, alert 3. Ram. Hang in there now.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey. We got three. 3 down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
3 down, 3 down.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And going deep for Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 23. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. First and 10, Taylor now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 170 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He finds some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down, it's Taylor. Fighting him off. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Check 15, check 15.
On third down, here's Taylor. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
You got three down.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 7. Let's make these babies cry.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an over.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting it.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. Fake.
Tannehill on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hey, we got 3 down. Play. Whip. Watch the whip.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Golden Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Colts 28, Golden Eagles 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Rodgers to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Check Mike 39. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. He don't know no better. Check 99.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Man, 206 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wentz.
Check. Crunch.
That ball caught by Campbell. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and a yard.
You got nothing today.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. From the red zone now, Tannehill. That one complete to Hill. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Tannehill. Being chased out left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Golden Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Taylor, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down. Under pressure, they got him again. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for Indy.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the handoff, Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14 to 11.